And just wanted to check with you, Neha, you want it to be a regular speaking practice session? You're open to getting feedback?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, perfect. And at the end of it, if you have any questions, you can definitely ask me, okay?
Sure, sure.
All right, perfect. So we will get started now. Is there a lot of background noise? I can hear a lot of background noise.
Yes, ma'am. Actually, there is a mosque nearby my home, so that's why I'm also thinking that what to do.
Okay, it's a mosque, not a mosque. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, okay, perfect. All right. Hello, Neha. Good evening. How are you doing?
Hello, ma'am. Good evening. I'm doing great, ma'am. Thank you so much for asking. What about you, ma'am?
I am doing excellent. Thank you so much for asking. And thank you, Neha, for reaching out to me and wanting to have this session. I feel really happy to be able to meet you. And thank you for taking that initiative and reaching out to me.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for giving your valuable time. I must appreciate it that you have given me that time. You have given me this opportunity to interact with you, and I'm a little bit nervous as it is my first conversation with a trainer like you. So I'm a little bit nervous, and I surely will going going mistake. So please rectify my mistakes, ma'am. And
Absolutely. And you do not have to be nervous at all. Like, I am just here to have a conversation with you, to guide you if at all needed, and to help you understand yourself a little better and how you speak a little better. So, there is nothing to be nervous at all. I am not here to judge you at all. We are just here to have a very heart to heart conversation. That's it.
thank
Okay?
you so much, ma'am.
You're
Thank you, ma'am.
most welcome. So, Neha, I'm sure you know a little bit about me, but I have no idea about you and your background. So, why don't you just quickly introduce yourself to me as well as to all the viewers who are watching us today?
Sure, ma'am. Ma'am, my name is Neha Mehra and I'm a homemaker. I'm originally from Madhya Pradesh and I'm currently living in Ahmedabad, Gujarat. Is my husband is working here and I'm a mother of one daughter. And if I talk about my hobbies, then I love cooking and watching TV. I completed my graduation in the IT, BTech from IT, and sometimes I enjoy listening English podcast and conversational videos. That's all about me.
Wonderful. That is so lovely. And what kind of podcast do you like to listen to? I'm very interested to know.
Yes, ma'am. Sometimes I watch TEDx speakers. I listen them, ma'am. TEDx
That is
speakers.
good.
Yes, yes. Yes.
Mhm.
TEDx speakers,
Okay.
and I love watching your conversational videos, ma'am. I learned a lot from your conversational session that you how you listen them very carefully and then rectify them. So I also correct myself because everyone doing same kind of mistakes. So how easily you can observe them and then rectify them. So I learned a lot from your videos, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you so much. It feels so wonderful when you pay attention and when you are trying to learn with others as well and you are paying attention to what feedback is being given to others. I think that's a great quality. And thank you so much for that.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, I have been watching your videos since long time. Like whenever
Wow.
you conversed with Rajni ma'am and some of other YouTubers, so I just wanted to connect with you, but I'm not able to find your channels because you never mentioned that you are a YouTuber also. So once when I get to know about your channel, then I approached you. Initially, I was getting very nervous that how I will converse with you, but then I thought, no, you make everyone comfortable. So I'll definitely have session with you so that I could also learn many things from you face to face. That's why
Thank
I'm
goodness you take that step and you, took that effort to, reach out to me because you're having such a wonderful conversation, and I'm loving every bit of this conversation with you. So thank you so much, Neha.
Thank
And
you,
to be
ma'am.
very honest, I'm also very new on YouTube. I wasn't on YouTube at all. My students used to put up a lot of videos, and that is what inspired me. My students, some of them told me that, ma'am, why are you not there on YouTube? And then I thought that, of
Yes, ma'am.
course, why can't I be? It is a lot of work. It is a lot of hard work to be there on YouTube, to be consistent on YouTube. But then, I am right now, I am happy putting in that effort because of the kind of love and the kind of support that I'm getting from people like you, from learners like you, who are so dedicated towards, learning this journey and towards self development. So that is something which is very, very rewarding and very wonderful. Thank you. All right.
Thank you, ma'am.
So, Neha, tell me this. You told me about your hobbies, what you like to do. But if I ask you that, you know, Neha, can you tell me three things about Neha, three qualities about Neha that you really love and you admire? What are those three things going to be?
Oh, that is a difficult question, ma'am, because I don't know that I have any qualities, but
Oh,
sometimes so, ma'am, I don't know that there is any good quality in me. Sometimes, cause I can cook very well, ma'am. You can consider it
wonderful.
as a quality that yes, I can cook very well, and
Mm,
I'm a good learner. I am a good observer. I want to learn many things. But
right.
yes, I used to teach. I used to teach before marriage. So, but I could not concentrate on English. But recently, since 15 days, I just try to learn English, and I watch very English podcast and conversational videos. So it is really helpful for me. So I'm a good listener and I'm a good learner and good. I can cook any kind of cuisine by on watching in YouTube videos. So
Mm.
this is one of my quality, and ma'am, I don't know that any other qualities that I have. So these some qualities I have.
Wow, you so beautifully spoke about, some of the most important qualities that people should have. So, first of all, I want to tell you, Neha, that, it is very important to love ourselves as we love our loved ones. Okay, that is number one thing that I want to tell you. More than language, this is more important to understand that if tomorrow your kid comes up to you and asks you that, Mama, can you tell me three qualities about myself that you really love and admire? Will you say, I don't think you have any quality? You will not say that to your kid, right? Or to your
Right.
spouse, right?
Right.
So, of course, love yourself that way. It is very important. Okay, Neha. Once you do that, that will bring out the confident you. That will bring out the person who actually Neha is. And then you will see everything else becomes so wonderful in life. So, never ever underestimate yourself. Never say that I don't have any quality. Always be very proud about accepting the good qualities that you have, and also be humble enough to accept the areas where you need to improve. Both are equally important. Okay. Now, you spoke about
Okay,
cooking.
ma'am.
That is one of the most
Yes.
important life skills that anybody could have. And I keep, telling this to people all the time that cooking is not a gender specific skill. It is a life skill that no matter
Right.
a man or a woman, everybody should know, right? So wonderful that you have this quality and this ability that you can cook anything by following YouTube. That is also a very important quality to have, right? And you very beautifully expressed that. And then the other quality of being curious and, learning new things every day, or wanting to learn new things, trying out new things, that is a great quality where you are not somebody who is very reserved. You are someone who is open to learning. So that's a beautiful quality to have and to grow as a person. So very beautifully stated, Neha. And I'm glad that you recognized those two qualities. I'm sure you have multiple other qualities. I think you're just being humble right now, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
Wonderful, wonderful. Very nice. So, Neha, tell me this. We spoke about qualities. Now, if I tell you that, Neha, can you talk about three areas where you want to improve yourself? But English cannot be one of them because you have already started working on your English. So, apart from your English language, what are three other areas that you want to improve yourself in?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, first thing is that I'm very underconfident. Whenever I talk with any person who is superior than me, who is very much qualified, and and anyone, so I just feel very less, very underconfident. So I want to boost up my confidence level. This is my first weakness. And second is that I want to become a public speaker. So for that, I need to improve myself. I need to work on my overall overall body language and personality development. So this is my
Right.
second. Third thing is that, ma'am, I get angry very on small things. I get angry on small things, so I need to overcome with this problem.
Hmm.
Yes, ma'am. These are
Okay.
most weakness points in me, ma'am. Yes.
Right, right. And it's wonderful that, see, you spoke about all three of them, and all three of them are very valid points to work on yourself, right? On your anger, it is very important to work on your anger so that you can control your emotions in every kind of situation, no matter what situation you are in. Uh, Being able to control your anger is one of the best qualities that you can develop in yourself, right? And then becoming a public
Mm,
speaker or feeling more confident, both of them are again interrelated. Once you are confident, you will be
yes, yes.
able to become a great public speaker, right? So tell me this,
Mm,
you know what needs to be done or what you want to achieve in life, right? What are the things, or how have you planned to achieve these things? What is your action plan here? Have you thought about
yes,
anything? Do
ma'am.
you have any plan of action?
Uh, I haven't thought yet, ma'am, but yes, ma'am, I deserve something. I don't want to be a homemaker. I want something that shows my identity. So I uh, really want to get some skill in myself so that I can work on my skill and do in future on this better. I can do better in this area. So first, I want to be a perfect English speaker so that in future I can get good opportunities to enhance my career. And yes, I told you that I want to be a great speaker. So this is also I need to improve myself.
Wonderful, wonderful, beautifully stated. So, Neha, one thing that I noticed is the good part is you do not make too many grammatical errors. Okay, you are able to speak correct sentences, you are able to speak simple sentences, and that is good. Now, if you want to improve from here, okay, you need to work on advanced vocabulary and different ways of being able to express yourself, which
Mm,
necessarily does not mean that you have to learn words which are so difficult that people will have to sit with a dictionary. No, it also does not mean that you have to use idioms or phrases in every other sentence. No, what I'm talking about is bringing in variation in your speech, wherein instead of a very simple sentence like let's go for a movie, right? You are able to say it in two, three other different manner, right? So instead of saying let's go for a movie, you can say, um, are you up for a movie? Are you game for a movie? Okay.
mm,
Would you be interested in going for a movie? Like, so how you express yourself in simple words, but in various ways. So once you start doing
Understood.
that, you would see that it gives you more confidence, and it also makes you a better speaker than few other people, right? So that is something that you can start doing. Now, how is it that you can start doing that? You can watch more English content. You are already watching TED Talks, which is great. You can watch web series. See, I understand not every time we like to gain knowledge from things which are serious. So if you are somebody who enjoys web series, if you're someone who enjoys movies, please go ahead and watch those as well. It doesn't matter which genre. You can watch any genre that you like. It can be action, it can be comedy, it can be horror. But as long as you are able to listen to the language, even if you have to, look at it with subtitles, it's fine. But try and listen to the language as much as possible, because that gives you a lot of exposure to the language in its correct form, right?
Mm,
If you are somebody who
okay.
likes to read, then read a story from time to time. Not necessarily you have to read like one book in a day. No. One book in a week. No. Just read 2 pages in a day, or at least 1 page in a day. That will help you in looking at the lines which are grammatically correct. So that will stay in your subconscious, right? That is one more option that you can take. The other thing that you can do is start speaking to yourself. When you are free, start speaking to yourself in English and see how many different ways can you utilize in speaking to yourself. That is also another way. So I gave you 3 ways in which you can start working on yourself. And the other thing that you spoke
Mhm.
about, personality development, how you are going to make yourself or mold yourself in a successful public speaker. That is also another wonderful area to work on. And just take baby steps, one step at a time, and you can definitely achieve that goal as well. Okay.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so
You're
much for
most
your
welcome,
suggestions.
Neha. So before we wrap up the
Mm,
session today, do you have any questions for me? Anything that you would want to ask?
yes, ma'am. Ma'am, I wanted to tell you that you have a vast area of knowledge. Means you can talk about any topic. If I give you any random topic, you can talk on. Uh, you can talk easily on that particular topic. But if someone gives me any random topic, then ma'am, I need to think that what to say. I just get
Mm,
stuck there, and
right.
yeah, and words don't come in my mouth and my mind also. So how to overcome with this problem if someone gives me any random topic, like you said, you gave me a topic. So I know that I have many qualities as well as I have many weakness points, but I at at that point I could not remind myself that how to express, how to say. Uh, so this is my how to overcome with this problem.
That is a wonderful question, and thank you so much for asking that question. So, see, most of the times, what happens is there are 2 things. One is how you put across what you have to say, and number two is what to say. So, what to say are a mixture of 2 things. One is you need to have enough knowledge about things which are going on around you and about things about yourself. Okay. You need to know, you need to speak to yourself, you need to ask yourself things from time to time. You need to keep yourself updated with what is going on around you in the world, so that if tomorrow you are in a group of people and they ask you something out of the blue, you should not be taken aback, or you should not be like, I don't know what to say. So for that, we need to keep ourselves updated, like we update our phone from time to time. Otherwise, the phone will stop working, right? So similarly, we
Right,
have to keep ourselves
right.
updated as well. Now comes the next point. What should we say, or how should we say? How come, you speak about any topic when it is given to you, but when it comes to me, I don't know how to start and what to say, right? So for this, it's a simple trick, okay? No matter what topic is given to you, or no matter what conversation you are going to have with anybody, okay? The trick is to remember that every communication has a structure, and that structure is divided into three parts. Number one is called the introduction. Number two is the body. And number three is the conclusion. So that is something that you should feed yourself completely, that no matter what conversation I'm having, I am going to follow this structure. Okay. Now, what do we speak in introduction? Number one, whatever we know about that topic, we will start with that. So if I tell you that, Neha, tell me something about yourself or qualities about yourself that you really love, right? So I would probably start it by saying that all of us are blessed with different qualities, or all of us are blessed with unique qualities. Some of us realize them or recognize them, and some of us do not. Then I will talk about, for me, in my opinion, these are the qualities that I have. And whenever you are talking about any quality, always give examples. When you start talking about any point, not just quality, anything that you are talking about, one point you talk about, you give an example. That proves that whatever you are saying is a fact because you have an example to back it up, or you have a story to back it up, right? And that will take up a lot of time because you are explaining each point with an example. And when you are done talking about everything, I would conclude my saying by, so Neha, those were the qualities that I can recognize in myself. And I'm sure that with time, I'm going to develop or inculcate more qualities. So what did I do? I just summed up and I told my audience that I'm done speaking. So if you follow this structure, no matter what topic, no matter what, situation you are in, you will be able to hold conversations there. What happens when you are given a topic that you have no idea about? Like, suppose somebody asks you about rocket science. Talk about your perspective. You don't have to talk about nitty-gritties of that topic. You can just talk about your perspective. What is your thought process on it? Just a little bit. And then give an example here and there, or tell a story that you can remember at that point in time. That's it. But it does not happen overnight. You will have to keep practicing. So when I say that start talking to yourself in English, you can try and you can give yourself topics, and you can try talking like this with yourself, record your video, and then see how you are doing. With practice, you will see the change.
Thank you
Okay?
so much, ma'am. Thank you so much. Yes, ma'am.
You're most
This
welcome.
technique will really be helpful for me. Yes, ma'am.
Thank you so much. I'm glad that this is
And
helpful.
my
Yes. Yes, go ahead.
yes, ma'am. Ma'am, my next question is that, ma'am, one of the trainer told me that you have 100% MTI issue and you need to work a lot. So, ma'am, should I listen to native speakers to overcome with this MTI issue or accent?
Okay. So see, when you speak to native speakers, try and look for the pronunciation and not for the accent. Okay. Even if you find somebody who has good pronunciation in India, it is okay to listen to them and shadow them. Not necessarily you have to listen to native speakers only, but if you listen to native speakers, don't pick up the accent, because accent is not something that you should have. MTI for us is accent equivalent to native speakers. Okay. So you don't want to get rid of your MTI and then take on someone else's MTI. That's not what the outcome should be. So focus on pronunciation, focus or pick somebody whose pronunciation you like and then start shadowing. Shadowing is when you listen to someone and you repeat what they are saying the exact same way. Okay. With this technique, you will be able to overcome your MTI issue. Okay.
Ma'am, one personal question, ma'am. Should I take paid one-to-one conversational courses to improve myself?
So what I would suggest is, see, in the initial days when you do not have that confidence, when you do not know what to do and you are trying to figure out your speaking journey, it is always recommended that you get help from a coach who can actually guide you on the right track. And once you are confident, once you feel that, okay, now I am doing great, then you can start peer practice. In your initial days, doing peer practice can actually let you pick up something which is incorrect, or it can just let your mistakes go on because there will be nobody to correct you. So in initial days when you are starting your journey, it is definitely recommended that you get help from someone, but that is completely up to you and up to your choice. If you want, you can take help from someone. If not, you can work on yourself as well. Okay.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much for
Most
giving me suggestions. Okay.
welcome. You're most welcome. Thank you so much, Neha, for taking time
Thank
out
you.
today. I thoroughly enjoyed this conversation and I will definitely hope you again.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you,
You're welcome. Okay.
ma'am. Bye. Bye.